So we've had some pretty amazing success stories over the years. Uh, I'm one of them, I think. But we've had people who've had depression. We've had people who have been suicidal. We've had people who were just so angry that they're were arrested for it. They are doing activities and behaviors that are not good. And we've had people that totally estranged couples and family members and mothers, daughters, whatever, get back together. We've had people who have had abuse in their relationships or in their childhood be able to renew their personal power to get their life back, to go from where they were a victim to where they can be powerful and be able to be more in charge of their lives. We've had Vietnam veterans or veterans, a number of veterans, but PTSD is a big part of all of this. The post-traumatic stress disorder from people seeing and being in trauma and having these things happen to them that were just so horrible. And what do you do with all that? You got these pictures and these sounds and the smells or tastes or whatever happened to you, and it gets stuck in your right brain. It gets stuck in there, and if we deny it and avoid it our whole lives, it doesn't go well. So we've had people go there and be able to express that stuff and be able to release things that were just astounding with this very, very simple process of awareness, acceptance, action, and being able to feel it, to heal it, and to be able to spin it to win it. It's another good one I like, because that's the positiveness, the optimism, the ability to take things and go, yeah, that was awful. Like, example is my cancer thing. I mean, I can be really upset about that, and I am upset about it, but I can also spin it a bit and go, okay, now what can I learn from this? How can I be a better person? How can I help people because I have cancer? How can I end up being better? How can I use this time more productively? How can I, how can I make it in from an incredibly negative thing into something more positive? Well, guess what? It's up to me. Woohoo! It's up to me. So we've had these success stories over time. If you look on our YouTube site, or you can see that over and over and over, people have given us testimonials. Some of them, I have a whole set of 1-minute testimonials where they just shared what this workshop has done for them. Even just a weekend, they've been able to take their feelings and go from a point of view where they were not in touch with them, where they were not okay with them, that they didn't know how to do them, to okay, all right, okay, all right, I got this. And you know what? I can do that. Oh yeah, I can do this. And they go, yeah, you can, huh? It's not something where we're creating a need, where you're not a need, but a dependency on other people to be there for you, to have to be able to the only way to heal is to go to therapy, or the only way to work through this stuff is years and years and years of work. It's not necessarily that way. Some things do take a while and some are pretty deep, but basically you can do most of it by yourself, all by yourself. I like to say that you can, that you can, there's nothing, you don't need anything or anybody to do high EQ. You don't need anything or anybody. You just need yourself. We have an unlimited source inside of us. We have amazing understanding if we allow it. And we have the ability to take our feelings and shift them around a bit and move the ones we don't want, learn from them, understand them, accept them, and then move them aside, and be able to go on with our lives and be able to replace those feelings, the negative feelings, with more positive ones. It's just kind of how it works. Once you take the negative feelings and they kind of go, and then and you can go from there. So we've had some really good success stories. Okay, let me review the 3 big steps to dealing with our feelings. Like I said, a lot of us are afraid, a lot of us are angry, a lot of us are sad, and that's okay. And it's how we deal with those. So those are basically the 3 steps. 1, A, I'm sad. A, I'm angry. A, I'm afraid. Awareness. I understand what's going on in me. I can listen to myself. I can be in my body and differentiate the difference. A lot of times our fear turns to anger real fast and we think we're angry, but it's actually fear underneath. Most anger, in my opinion, is based on fear, and we get them wrong, and we can't identify them. They get all mushy, and we just go, oh, I feel like crap today. Well, what does that mean? What do I do with that? If you can identify and separate and understand and be able to just say, yeah, that's fear. The next step right after that is, and it's okay. That's a huge step, is called acceptance. What that does is it allows yourself to heal, to feel and to heal, but it allows you to feel, it allows you to separate, it allows you to be who you are, it allows you to not judge yourself, it allows you to not judge other people too much. Acceptance is such a wonderful thing. It can take 1 second. You can go, oh, yeah, I'm feeling that. Boom. That's it. And really, literally, that's as long as it takes, the speed of a thought. Or you can go, no, I don't. And no, I don't. That person, you can be judgmental about it. You can do all kinds of denial, all that stuff. Or you can go, yeah, that's how it is. So it just takes a second, but it's a huge, huge step. If you do not accept your feelings, it's probably not going to go well. And if you do accept them, it'll probably go a lot better. Let's put it that way. The third step, which is critical to the whole thing, is, okay, now I see I understand what I'm feeling, I see it, and it's okay with me. What do I do with it, if anything? And so the third step is action. So it goes awareness, acceptance, and then action. Put my fingers in the video. Awareness, acceptance, action. And the action actually is action or not, which means I'm feeling a bunch of fear. Am I going to do something with all this fear? No, I'm not right now. Or I'm feeling a bunch of fear, so my body's reacting, so I am actually in danger, and so I'm going to run, or the fight or flight thing. And you can decide, and we get to decide, and that is a huge, huge, huge deal, is we get to decide what to do once we are aware and accept. Then we get to decide, and that gives us power, that gives us freedom, that gives us control over our lives, that gives us empathy, that gives us compassion, that gives us understanding of ourselves and other people. It gives us self-esteem, it gives us self-acceptance, it gives us hopefully you actually like yourself, hopefully you can have empathy and compassion for yourself. The basis of love is self-love, in my opinion. The basis of compassion is self-compassion, in my opinion. When I said, it was tough for me growing up, it stunk. I had to move a lot. It was very, very, very painful. Okay, I can accept that. What am I going to do with it now? Different story, we'll see. But I then have control. If I deny it, if I am not aware, if I do not accept, I can't do much of anything with it. So awareness, acceptance, action. And the action can be expression. One of our biggest things is feel it to heal it, which means if I'm afraid, when I'm afraid, not if, because when I'm afraid, like yesterday, day before yesterday, I was sitting in the hospital and I was in a lot of pain, and I was, for a few minutes, and I was thinking about how scared I was about the next part, about, they're taking all this blood marrow out, and it's really scary. So I sat for a minute and I just went, oh, I'm so afraid. And I just stopped for just a minute and just let my body, close my eyes, don't think about anything else, and just let my body feel how afraid I really was. I really am. Just feel it. Sometimes it's just a way that you allow this thing. It validates yourself. It helps you identify things. And biggest thing of that is that it helps you, then your body kind of feels it, it acknowledges it, and it goes, okay. And you go, okay, I got it. Thank you. You can settle down now. I heard you. I'm hearing my body tell me what it wants to hear, what it wants me to hear. I hear it, and it can allow it to dissipate. It did. It's very cool. And I can tell you more about it because we are doing also a webinar this Thursday, October 22nd, to go through. I'm going to go through some of the steps a little more clearly. I'm going to have some handouts. I'm going to have some ability for you to ask questions, share some of your stories, whatever you need to do to understand this, because it's new, it's different, it's a little bit, it's out there, I guess, a little bit. We do it different a little bit than other people because we do go for the feelings instead of away from them and try to explain them all in this great left brain understanding of it and go, yeah, well, I understand, but I still got it. I can understand it all I want and I can accept it all I want, but I still got it. So we provide an environment where you can go all the way through and process these feelings from the negatives and get them back to the positives, and it's really quite astounding. So if you can make it to the workshop, come to the webinar, because I'm going to give you some more juicy tips and some more good information on how to do this in the meantime, so you can come really ready to go and have all the understanding you need. We have a ebook that Doc Downing, is a therapist that we've worked with for 20 something years. He's the one that came up with, if your feelings expressed in your body as intensely as they are felt are free to change, they will take place and they are free to change, that kind of thing. He has an ebook called Taking Control of Your Life, 200 something pages. We have a free one for you if you like to read it. I would certainly encourage it. It's part of the beginning of taking the class. But so come to the webinar on October 22nd at 7 o'clock. The information will be coming up. If you can make it to the big workshop, great. Love to have you. If you can't, at least come to the webinar, and we'll have some more information for you there and some more bonuses and that sort of thing and good stuff. And I would love to meet you. And so again, October 22nd, 7 p.m. Pacific, I should say that, 7 p.m. Pacific, and we'll get you some more information on how to sign up and how to log in and connect with us, because connection, again, is another one of those huge EQ skills that is critical to us social humans. So come to New Directions if you can to the workshop on January 22nd, or at least come to the webinar on October 22nd, which is soon. I sure hope this was helpful for you. I sure hope I can get to meet you and that you can be able to take better control of your emotions. Whether you pay any attention to me or not, please just at least give some credibility and some give some credence to what is going on in your feelings, and accept them. They're real. They're free, they're unlimited, they're a God-given thing that is so natural for us, so organic. You don't need anybody to do any of this stuff. You don't have to pay a bunch of money to get this stuff done. You can do it yourself. We can help. It's tough to do it by yourself, but you can do it by yourself, and you can make some amazing progress in a couple days. So by focusing in that area. Great talking to you. Thanks for listening. Very much look forward to meeting you soon. Okay? Thanks. Bye.